What is up guys, Patterson here. Today's FIFA 17 video. Well, something a little bit different. I've seen this done on FIFA 14, FIFA 13. Haven't really seen it done on FIFA 17, but I might be wrong on that. Obviously, don't have the time to look through the whole of the internet. So what we're going to be doing today is the Afro squad. Pretty much going to be picking all the best Afros in FIFA 17. Little disclaimer here, there is 2 players in this video which won't have Afros but have Afros on the picture, which isn't really my fault. I kind of choose what to do. So we're going to start off with the formation. We're going to go for 4-3-3 and we're going to start in goal with an Afro man himself, and we're just going to search my clubs. I've already bought the players. We went with Okocha, JJ Okocha. Right, so he's got the kind of wavy afro with the middle bit. Hasn't got much sauce in there. There's not much sauce in the middle bit, but nice looking afro. We're not going to be talking about the gameplay. Well, we are when we get the gameplay, but not how well they perform, stuff like that. That's not this type of video. It's more of a cosmetic kind of thing. So that's Okocha, and he's going to be the goalkeeper. So another thing as well, there aren't going to be many good players. There's going to be some, but not like outstanding. Next we went with Dante, who's got my favourite afro. I think he's coloured that in with some sort of Sharpie, because his hair colour is probably not that colour. Obviously it's really black and it looks cool as fuck. So it really matches his kind of face as well. I don't know, a lot of afros don't do that. So that's Dante with his afro, and then the other centre back is also Brazilian, and this one's a little bit short afro, not really. It's got a little bit of sauce in there, but it hasn't got much sauce. And then we'll go to left back, another Brazilian. We have Marcio Azevedo. So this is a very nice card, to be honest. 81 pace and stuff like that. 4-star skills and afro, which means he is a lot better. He may as well be a legend, because with that afro he deserves it. So we put Azevedo in at the left back spot, and right back is not a right back, because to be honest I couldn't find anyone who had a right back afro. There probably is more afro players I missed, so I can't really do anything about it. These are the players I knew of, and this one is a 66 overall. And his name is AMINI, and he has a mini afro, pun intended. So he goes in the right back spot. You probably all know who the midfielders are by now, but they're not silver. One of them is a Man United man. We'll start with Axel Witsel, who is... his afro looks like... I'm not sure what that looks like. We're just going to put them all together as they all look pretty similar. This one's a bronze card. I don't know if he's actually... let's go to Premier League, it'll be easier. If he's actually a centre mid or a CDM. But it is Chowdhury from Leicester, and look at that hair. Got to be one of my second favourite afros past... who's the one? Dante. This one's more of a fluffy afro. It looks kind of like... you know, if you have a microphone, it's like the pop filter or the windscreen. He looks kind of like that. And he looks like some sort of 80s DJ, which works well for him. My opinion, he should at least have a gold card for that. I think he deserves it. He's put in the work all these years to get afro of that colour. So let's just switch it around here, because that's how it's supposed to be. So Axel Witsel has had an afro for years now. And Fellaini, I was going to put him up front, but we know he just kind of play there from his Everton and stuff days. So then left wing is a left mid card, and we're going back to Brazil. So shock, I know Brazilians love the afro. Went with a card that was very good for me in these games. I want to play some games after this kind of introduction thing. We'll have Koulibaly, I think that's his name, but very nice looking afro, and they seem to have this kind of moustache going on. Kind of, it does like blend in with the whole afro kind of thing. A lot of them look like they have some sort of Butlins holiday park in Blackpool. They all look like they're kind of a rep or something in Ibiza as well. So next one is the only player that's questionable if his is an afro or not in the whole squad. Well, there's two actually. We have Luis Adriano. In game, he does not have this hair, so I don't know what's up with that. So right wing, he's not Brazilian. Another player who's probably questionable is Quadrado. I'm not sure if either of these two are Afro'S, but my opinion they are, because they are. So a mini Afro there at the back is, so you can see the full black line. I don't know what a mini Afro's hair colour actually is, but it looks awesome, to be honest. 200 coins for a mini Afro, you can't go wrong really, can you? So that's the full squad. We have the Afro midfield, we have the Afro attack, we have the Afro defence. Let's go and get in the games. So guys, I'm back with the full squad and we're in game 1 here against a full silver team, and we start off the proceedings with Azevedo taking a shot and then rubbing that Afro that looks like a microphone windscreen. So next thing comes up with Azevedo making a run again. One of those players who plays like a striker even though he's a left back, but it is an Afro team. I'm going to let him get away with it because the Afro adds at least 10 pace onto the player, so they do play a lot better with an Afro. I've seen that done with some of the teams we've come up against here. See, full silver team against a team with 47 chemistry and some silvers and a bronze squad in there. So we're doing very well with the Afro team. I think it's a fun concept to play with, especially in... I played one game in online divisions which didn't go well. Kind of, the game lagged out in the 40th minute. So that didn't work. So we just kept online single match. You can see Adriano there doesn't have an Afro. He has an Afro on the card, but he just broke the keeper's ankles there, if you see that. Which I didn't find. I know there's Willian and stuff like that, but I just didn't have the coins to pay 40k for him. So that's why a lot of these players are cheap. So if you want to try it yourself, you can do. It's only like 4k somewhere around there. I would recommend that left mid as well. He's very strong Afro he's got. And watch this by Romelu, who's got 57 pace and he's a centre back. Takes on the full opponent's team until he has to spoil me fun, doesn't he? So we run through against A19773. I think that's his first name. So we take on his full team, and then there's always one who's got to spoil it, because it just always happens, and there's always someone who's like, I'm going to spoil his fun. So we brought on Tishi, whatever his name is. We brought him on as a sub. He doesn't have Afro either, but we thought he's got a good head of hair on him, so we thought we'd give him a try. So he's not that bad actually. I think Quadrado got all the goals. I don't think no one else scored. Fellaini came close a lot of times like he does for Man United. It just didn't come through for him. Especially when he was a striker before he became a centre mid / he'd tackle us but kind of tackle. So Koulibaly, I'm going to call him that because I don't know his name. I know Koulibaly is a centre back. I don't need this to tell us that. So we won that 6-1. As you can see, we dominated possession even though he had full chemistry. So I went in the market, I bought this guy called Johnson. He has an Afro on his picture. You go in game, no Afro. No, what's with no Afro? I just can't stand it. These Afros are just killing us. They're killing us. So you can see my full team is playing well with the Afro. We'll go down 1-0. That was a mini Afro's fault. Can't even speak there. You can see Johnson, he's just sitting there with no Afro. So after this game, I just sell him back on. Because what's the point? What is the point? No Afro, no glory. So he does get a couple of goals for it, but that's not really his purpose in this team. Maybe in a normal team, but there is the full Afro squad there. We've got a mini, Romelu, Dante and Frodo. Frodo is now in the squad. He's playing up front and we'll see him in the next game. Next opponent, full bronze team. He's got full chemistry, but really a lot of these players he's got here are very fast. And I'm not really trying. I'm trying to do like funny stuff to try and get it on video. But Quadrado there, I didn't mean to score that. Obviously, I'm not really trying to win. That sounds weird for FIFA, but I'm not really trying to win. I'm trying to get some good clips. So Fellaini's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Everyone knows he wasn't going to score that because he never scores for Man United, does he? So that throw door, I'm going to say that a lot now, he gets a rebound, and I don't know why that was in there. I can't remember why I put that in there. But Adriano is back with the silky hair. So the throw, I was going to say Frodo there, but the afro looks like it's like fluffy, where like normal hair on this game where it's like flat and it looks like it's generated in Sims. It's like Sim City or something. Next opponent had no intention of playing ya. I hate when people do this as it kind of just spoils their experience. I was going to play more games and I came up against this person who just didn't want to play, so I didn't see the point. So what I was doing, I was just pressing square back to me left back who's Azevedo. He was good in the air because the Afro gets a lot of pace on the ball. So there you can see Afro squad, it was a 10 out of 10. Would try it again, but maybe with more chemistry. There's not much left to say in the video. I think it cost around 4 or 5k, somewhere around that. I would get a mini Afro just on your bench, just in case you need the throw to go. But other than that, there's not much else to say. But thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the Afro video, subscribe if you're new and leave a comment down below. See you later. Goodbye.